against the man sitting alongside me, Albin Ocean, who beat him by 5 racks to nil. Albin, thanks for dropping in. You're playing pretty well today.
Yeah, hi everyone. Yeah, I'm actually feeling quite good. It's a totally different game for me and the feeling than the 3 or 4 last days of the group. Feeling very confident and played a great match against Chris, but it feels like every match is like a coin flip, who could win or lose.
Well, it's such high quality, isn't it? Because everyone's had to win a group to get this far, so you know everyone's playing well if they're still in it. Chris Melling then, with the break. Ooh, the 9-ball flirted with the side there.
It was a pretty close one. We didn't know if he would scratch or maybe make a 9 on the break. There was a close one. But I think he got enough shot on the 1 ball. So I guess, oh, maybe he got a thin cut. I think can play a thin cut and play like it's right now, the 1 ball just to the cushion, and play safety behind the 8. Has to be a very thin one, because otherwise he leaves the bank. And yeah, that looks good. Great speed. I think he's fully hooked behind the 8. Yeah, it doesn't go really. Doesn't run really good for Marc today. I think he had a great ending yesterday. Played some incredible shots. I watched the match on TV. Actually, in my opinion, Dennis was my favorite. I said Dennis will make the group, but as I said, it's a race to 5. One error, one mistake can change the whole match, or just one better break. It's frustrating at some point sometimes.
Yeah, Dennis Grabe had done so well throughout the day, but then got beaten 5-3 by Marc Bijsterbosch in the semi-final yesterday. Grabe had actually finished in first place in the group, but got no further. So Chris Melling here with a good early opportunity. And he'll see this match as a really good chance, because if he wins it, he's on 3 wins out of 4. And very well placed then to go through. And he'll see it as a match he really should win, because, as you say, Albin, Bijsterbosch hasn't really managed to perform so far today. But that's a dreadful miss.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, Chris, he tries to play it a little bit faster than usual, but sometimes he probably just forgets to really focus on the ball, on the position, whatever, or he maybe just focused on the position, not on making the ball. But of course that shouldn't happen on this stage of level. So well, maybe he got away with it, because I think it's a thin cut and it's quite hard maybe to get to the 3 ball. But of course a big chance for Marc right now. Oh, he's already there.
Yeah, while we were getting your insightful analysis of it.
Of course, for Marc, it's already a must-win.
Yeah, absolutely, and not least because he's struggling in the racks 1 column as well, isn't he? He's only won 5 racks, so really he's got to win the last 3 matches. And the way it's looking at the moment, that might not be enough for him, given that he's so far behind in the countback stakes.
It's quite tough. So actually, in his mind, he should just think, I got nothing to lose anymore. I'm in the final group. That was probably his goal, because he only had 2 chances, or I think maybe 3 chances to qualify. So he can be very happy, I think, with his performance, and maybe he wins the last 3, who knows.
Yeah, we've seen stories like that throughout the week. He actually lost his first 3 matches in the first group he played in back on Friday. Managed to get a couple of wins late on in the day, which was just enough to keep him in it. And here he still is on the final day. And he really needed to win this rack, didn't he, after that mistake from Melling? Had to make him pay for it, and he has. Marc Bijsterbosch leads by 1 rack to nil, and he'll have the break in the second. So what was the story of your match there a little while ago, Albin? You were beaten 5-4 by David Al-Kadi.
It was a kind of a strange match, but it was very even, I would say, on the level. We both played good, made some mistakes. We're both a little bit unlucky, a little bit lucky. I actually went for a shot in the end, and then afterwards played quite a bad safety. He made a good shot on 4-4, so everything's good. I'm still happy with my performance.
Yeah, and I mean the fact that it was only 5-4 and that you won your first 2 matches quite comfortably, it puts you in overall a very good position. And David O'Cady back on the table now to play Niels Feijen, and it's 1-1 at the moment. He looks to be playing really well today, O'Cady.
Yeah, I mean he won all group matches when he actually, I think it was the second day.
It was the second day he was
second
in, yeah.
Or third day, he played incredible, and we actually thought when he won the first one here, so he won 9 in a row and then lost 5-4. So it was like 9 in a row before losing 5-4 to Chris, and that was quite unlucky in 4-4 what I saw. So it could have been a 10 in a row, and then against me like 11 in a row, and then at this stage it would have been just insane. Very tough for us actually to take, you know, that someone comes and wins 11 in a row. But yeah, I mean he's still in a good position, but I think also for Niels it's like almost a must-win right now.
Yeah, it was the second day of his involvement that he got through, the third day of the tournament, so if that clears that up.
Yeah.
Marc Bijsterbosch, 27 years of age, was born on New Year's Eve, 1993. Been around a long time, yep.
Oh, okay. Didn't know that. That must be strange.
Yeah, gets a bit overshadowed by Christmas, doesn't it, when you have your birthday at that time?
So played a quite good safety here, but of course, as you can see, the 7 is in the pocket, so he will definitely go for it. I don't know, with the combo or maybe a kiss shot, or maybe even bank it, can kick it from behind, and you never know what you get with Chris. But actually he pretty much shows every possibility. I think he will try to kick it and maybe go with the cue ball for the 7. Yeah, great shot here, but wow, that was incredibly unlucky. Well, the combo is on, but that's a very thin one, a tough one to play, but everything's possible. But, yeah, he will go for it, I think.
Yeah, not a million miles away, but bottom line is he's scratched. So Bijsterbosch could really strengthen his early grip on this match.
Yeah, that was pretty much the worst thing that could happen. I think actually it should have been the only thing he should really take care of, not to scratch, because the 3 ball is tied up with the 8, so he cannot really do much with the 3 ball. So now with ball in hand, of course, it's easier to get to the 3. So maybe he gets punished again for a mistake.
Yeah, that's the thing. If he does go 2-0 down, he'll feel frustrated. It's Bijsterbosch feeding off his mistakes rather than having to make the running himself. But still a bit of work to do here for the Dutchman.
Yeah, I came a little bit short here, but I'm not sure. He's not the biggest safety player, but looks like he's going for safety. Oh, wow. That didn't stroke that well. So, chance back for Chris to tie up the match.
That may be one of the worst safety shots we've seen in the whole tournament, to be fair. So now can Melling feed off Bijsterbosch's error? And that looks pretty much perfect.
Maybe a little bit too straight, but I think also the 5 ball is off the rail, so shouldn't be any problem for him. Oh, wow. That rolled off a little bit. So I think he's in an awkward position right now. I mean, he's used to the rest because of the snooker background. Yeah,
and he's not the tallest, so certainly when he was on the professional snooker tour, he would have been using the rest quite a lot.
Yeah. I think there's nothing I hate more than playing with the rest.
Yeah, very few players at any level in any cue sport enjoy using the rest.
Yeah, I mean, I saw in snooker it's incredible what they are able to do. especially I think I saw Kyron Wilson was incredible. He played like just for fun, like 5 shots in a row with the rest.
That's right, yeah, that was in the Champion of Champions,
Yeah,
I think.
that was quite funny, but if I take the rest, I have no feeling, I have nothing. It's just like hit and hope.
Some mistakes on both sides, but in the end it's Chris Melling who takes it and levels at 1-all. Albin, I've got to ask you, you played 44 matches over the first 6 days. We were speculating that's probably a world record to have that many matches in one tournament. But how did you feel by Saturday night? Did you feel exhausted, or were you just enjoying it?
I was feeling exhausted after, or when the day was over. I felt actually very, very motivated throughout the day. I felt good. I felt actually better every day, and I played better every day, I would say. And but when the group was over, I was just done. You know, I just went to the bed and slept like after 5 minutes or something. So yeah, it took a lot of energy. But I think Mieszko also played like 6 groups. So he also has about close to 40 matches. Like,
yeah, I think he didn't play quite as many as you, but he was only a few behind.
Yeah.
I enjoyed your celebration at the end, actually, on Saturday night.
Yeah, it was a huge relief, really.
Yeah.
Because of when you're 3 times or something in the semi-final, you think about what if I won't make it, you know, to the final group, because it puts a little bit of pressure on yourself, and every day more pressure. So it gets tougher and tougher. So I was quite happy, to be honest, that Alex didn't perform that well in the final, because the only thing I didn't want was like a hill match or something.
Chris Melling then with the break in rack 3, level at 1-all.
Yeah, much better break here. Took a lot of speed out of it, but the 8-ball got in the way.
So he has to figure that out. And just picking up on that, Albin, I was saying that I think it was the perfect situation for you. You got to play in all those groups, get all those matches under your belt. You built up prize money as you went along, and you still just got a 1-day rest, which is probably all you need, really.
Yeah, of course. I was actually looking forward to play the final group when I finally made it there. I had a nice day off yesterday, went for a run, get some fresh air, and just refocus again. Had some nice practice today. So I'm totally ready, and I'm feeling very good.
Yeah, and the signs are good so far with the way you've been playing today. And back on first in the evening on table 2 against the man coming to the table now, Marc Bijsterbosch.
Yep, so that was very misjudged safety by Chris. He tried to play it with a little bit of inside English to get behind the 2, but I don't think it was really necessary. He could just play it in a normal way, just follow it. But seems like he doesn't feel that good right now. Also made 2 mistakes against me and got punished for it. So he has to find back in his rhythm. And of course, it's a chance for Marc, you know, to get a little bit in a comfort zone and maybe win the match.
Yeah, at the very least, he won't want to end the day having lost every match. I think he's very excited about being in this company. He's probably the least well-known of the players in the winners group, although he's obviously had some success over the last few years. He's delighted to be in this company, and might just be a little blow to his confidence if he ends up not being able to win a match. But still plenty of time. He's got 2 more after this, and he's got a chance here to take the lead against Chris Melling.
Yeah, he's maybe international, he's not well known, but in Europe we all know him. He's incredible talented player. Maybe sometimes he just picks the wrong way. His also his defensive game is not the best one, so he's incredible offensive player. I think everyone saw that already in the last few days, but actually I think the offensive way brought in the group win in the end, and his break is just absolutely incredible. Got such an incredible break. It's so easy for him. We had many laughs about it because at the World Cup of Pool he jumped the cue ball on the roof without a problem. It was incredible.
And every rack so far has gone against the break. Marc Bijsterbosch leads 2-1 as we go to our break.
Going to the bottom cushion, maybe off the 8. Oh, trick shot by Woodward. What a shot by Evolution.
One thing's guaranteed, that shot will appear on plenty of highlight reels.
Whoa, did he split the wicket? What a beautiful shot that was. What a beautiful execution.
Look at this. Oh my gosh.
Sometimes it's best if you get up to the table.
This championship is being played with the new Aramith tournament set. Featuring a unique molecular structure, it guarantees razor-sharp precision and unsurpassed longevity. Unquestionably the best pool balls in the world, this set is available in a TV and a value pack version, as well as in the new My Aramith range of ball and cue cases. Now you can bring and play with the best ball set everywhere you go. My Aramith, bringing new dimensions to your billiards experience.
David O'Cady's good day is continuing. He leads 3-1 over on table 2 against Niels Fyen, so not going the way of the Dutchman there. It is, though, going the way of the man from the Netherlands on this table, Marc Bijsterbosch, 2-1 up against Chris Melling, and he's got the break.
Yeah, he also took some speed out of the break. It was breaking way harder before. I don't know if I got away. Think might not. I think he only can play full ball, but not on the right side. Well, might be. I think it's a close call. No. I think if you look at the reaction, you see it's not possible. Maybe you can play a stop shot in safety. Oh, okay. So with a lot of right spin, he got there, and actually he's in the perfect spot right now. Can just roll it in, go 2 rails up to the 3 ball. Maybe it needs a little bit inside English, but I don't think it's necessary.
Extension forward.
We heard the extension being called there, Albin. Do you feel the introduction of the shot clock from day 3 onwards has been a good move?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I played in the final of the first day, and it was like
1 a.m.
1 a.m. Yeah, or something. I was in bed like 1:30 or whatever, so it was definitely necessary. But I think it's a different thing if you play with someone who just says 10 seconds, or you play with the beep in the background, because I'm that player who is just waiting for the beep and then do one more stroke and then go for the shot. So that's what I'm a little bit missing, because when he says 10 seconds, you're not really sure, is it like 2 strokes, 3 strokes you can do before you do the shot. So but those are just small things, but I think everyone is quite happy in the end that we got the shot clock.
Niels Fine has just pulled one back on the other table. He now trails 3-2 against David Al-Kadi.
Oh, he tried to cheat the pocket to hit the 8 on the right side to have a shot on the 7 ball, but that was a little bit too much.
And that shot rather sums up Marc Bijsterbosch's day.
Yep, definitely. That probably takes all of his confidence he got from the last rack. Came a little bit short. No, I think it's okay. He can go like 2-3 rails and have automatic position on the 8. So every rack won by the non-breaker, right?
Yep, that's been the trend so far. And looks like it's going to continue. Ooh, that was dangerous, Albin.
That's a special way to play it.
Do you think he did that intentionally, yeah?
Oh, no chance.
Oh, okay.
No chance. I mean, he plays some weird shots sometimes, but that would have been too crazy.
And so it is 2-2. Bijsterbosch paying a heavy price for his unexpected error.
Yeah.
Albin, something we were talking about the other day, and I actually asked you about it at the Mosconi Cup back in December, but I'd like to get your thoughts on it again. Your record in team events is outstanding. I mean, you've done so well with Austria the last few years in the World Cup. Your Mosconi record is really, really outstanding as well. Do you think there's any particular reason for that there's something about team events that brings out the best in you?
I think one of the most important things in team events is that you know where you're standing, you know, who takes which kind of shots, and that's especially what makes me and Mario, I think, such a great team. Because right after the first rack, we know, okay, who's gonna play the jump shots, who's gonna play the kick shots, the safeties, who's gonna take on the very tough shots. And if that doesn't work out, sometimes we just switch. And some teams, I think you saw in the previous years, they had not really a clue who should take the shots, or there was just one big leader in the team who took on every shot. So that's a very important part to make it 50-50.
I was speculating as well. Obviously, you grew up in the family pool hall, and I was wondering, when it emerged that you had so much ability, were you probably being drafted in to play a lot of team events then, and maybe you established that foundation early in life?
No, not really. Of course, we had tournaments in Austria, or you just play the league, but it was never doubles or something. But like I said, it's very important that you know where you're at, how you play, and you actually like analyze the first couple of racks, and then you see, okay, who takes which part. So like when I play with Joshua or with Jason, I know exactly that they are one of the greatest shot makers. So I would never stand there and when it's a crazy tough shot, I would stand there and say, let me do it, you know. If they feel good, I would give it to them, and if they miss it, I will tell them. No, that's a joke.
Yeah,
but
it helps to have partners of that quality as well, the likes of Jason and Joshua.
Of course.
But then they would say the same about you, I'm sure. So Chris Melling here, trying to figure this out at the start of rack 5. Been nip and tuck all the way so far. Melling really would probably have been expecting to go 3-1 down, but really bad error from Bijsterbosch.
Yeah, it's I would say even match on Mary, maybe a little bit low level right now. Maybe it gets better now. He needs a nice kick shot there. Played it too thin and actually left him perfect shot. Yeah, he's a little bit he's searching for his stroke. I think he's a little bit he's not really confident in his stroke right now. But it's not over, of course. I mean, it's 2-2. Made some mistakes on both sides.
This is the first time they've played each other in this tournament, because Melling obviously only played in the one group, and that was before Bijsterbosch had come in.
Yeah, I guess it's quite tough, you know, to win the first group and then just wait like 1 hour in the room, commentate a little bit. So yeah, of course, during COVID times, or if it wouldn't be COVID times, he would just probably go home for a couple of days, get some rest, practice, and then come back here.
Yeah, very strange situation. Probably the first time in his life, surely, that he's ever gone to a tournament and had a week between matches. Marc Bijsterbosch, on the other hand, was the last man through. Not been his day so far, but he's still got a chance to win this one.
On the other table, I think it's gonna be like a 3-3.
Looking like that, yeah. Niels Fine heading towards winning the 6th rack against David Al-Kaidi. If Fine was to win that match, then it makes the group even closer still. So should be fairly routine from here. And if he can just get a win under his belt, go off for the dinner break, come back tonight feeling a bit refreshed, who knows what might happen. Really up against it now in terms of qualifying.
Yeah, played a good shot here. I think the most important part for him is now take the chance and make the next rack. I think it was it Chris break?
It was. The trend continues. Bijsterbosch leads 3-2. Now Eklund Kachi has had back-to-back 5-1 wins on this table against Niels Fine and Marc Bijsterbosch. Let's hear what he had to say afterwards.
Kachi, a tricky start against Chris Melling, but 2 wins since. Are you happy with where you're at the moment?
Yeah, I mean, the first match, I wake up like 30 minutes before the match because I slept in the morning. I couldn't sleep all night, so yeah, I couldn't really see the ball. So second match and third match, got there fresh and played good and went to 5 wins, 5-1.
You've had a few days off since you won your group. Have you been keeping busy in that time?
Not much to do here. I've been playing a little bit, but it's just the table kind of playing different from the first day and second day. It's kind of more bouncy, so I'm trying to just figure it out.
Well, best of luck this evening, Kachi.
Thank you.
So Eklund Kachi will be back on to play one more match this afternoon on the other table against Noyuki Oi. Back here, Marc Bijsterbosch 3-2 up. He has the break. Well, that's been more of a curse than a blessing so far in this match. Let's see if he can change that.
Yeah, of course. I mean, he could go to the hill now. Where's the 4-ball going? Oh, it stops right in front of it. So that actually looks, I think everything's open. I don't see a problem. The 3 just needs a nice stroke now and nice position from the 1 to the 2. I don't know if he just rolls it in and play the 2 into the right corner, or he plays a little bit harder to go for the left corner pocket. So that's the only thing he has to choose, I think. Yeah, he tries to play it slow. I think he almost came too short. Looks like he has a little bit much angle.
Yeah, nothing's come easy to him today. Just little things like that. Maybe coming.
Work hard for every wreck.
Yeah, certainly a bit more than last night when he really had the momentum behind him. And I bumped into him in the corridor just before he played the group final last night, and he was practically bouncing around the place. He was so excited by it all. Just great to be back in a competitive environment again after the events of the last year. And that looks okay. You mentioned practice there, Albin, and that you were putting in some time. In a normal day, if you're not at a tournament, how much practice would you expect to do?
When I'm home, I practice about like 5 times a week, like 3, maximum 4 days, 4 hours per day, and then do some sports like running or maybe swimming, or go biking, whatever. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
The first thing I saw when I got here last week was you running laps around the outside of the stadium, and it's a real thing with the pool players now, certainly the younger generation, guys 30 and under like yourself, and maybe some of the older ones as well. Jasmine actually as well is in her mid-30s. She's doing it too. It just seems to be a big thing now, the fitness side of it.
Of course, I think here you saw it especially that just some players who doesn't really work out or just do nothing instead of just playing, you know, or staying in the room watching TV. I think in the end it really pays off at some point, and I think Neil said it already throughout today. It's all about like talent and how you play, but in the evening session it's pretty much about confidence and about workout and all those things, because some got really tired in the evening and yeah, just couldn't make it anymore.
On the other table, David Al-Qaedi is back into the lead against Niels Fyan. He's 4-3 up, so he's on the hill there. And Marc Bijsterbosch is on the hill here. He leads Chris Melling 4-2. The conclusion is next.
One thing's guaranteed, that shot will appear on plenty of highlight reels.
Whoa, did he split the wicket? What a beautiful shot that was. What a beautiful execution.
Look at this. Oh my gosh.
Sometimes it's best if you get up to the table and just hit the ball.
Niels Fine has only won one of his 3 matches so far in this Predator Championship League winners group. He needs a result against David Al-Qaedi, and he's clinging on 4-3 down, but at the table trying to take it hill. Over here, Marc Bijsterbosch leads Chris Melling 4-2. The Englishman breaks.
Yeah, first time he's down. Oh, a little bit unlucky there. Actually, the 1 ball stopped right in front of the side pocket, but got kicked in by the 6 ball. So instead of an easy opening shot, he has to play safety. Just go up and down with the 3 ball.
Yeah, the breaks are not being kind to him at the moment.
Hit it a little bit thin, and I think this is on. Because actually he wanted to 3 ball like in the center of the short rail in the middle, but he hit it way too thin, and even without inside English to hold the cue ball. So I think this one is on.
Extension called.
Oh, okay, it wasn't on. Must have been a close one, but he got away with it. I think he went for the bank shot in the end and hit it way too thick, so he double kicked by the cue ball, and well, of course Chris made some mistakes in this match, but still a little bit unlucky in the end.
Yeah, he's not getting the running, and I think that last shot had us both fooled. I think we both thought the ball went. Melling at that stage now where he knows one mistake could be the end of the match for him.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Yeah. Oh, no cushion after, so it's yeah, it's not his match. You can. It's very, very tough to take right now.
Yeah, his day is sort of fading a bit, Chris Melling. I mean, he got off to a good start, won his first 2 matches. You wouldn't have said he was playing out of his skin, certainly not in his first match against Eklund Kachi. That was full of mistakes on both sides. But now the possibility of back-to-back defeats. He was beaten 5-0 by you, Albin, and if this is 5-2, in such a tight group, the racks countback could be everything in the end, and he's not doing his cause any good in that sense if he only wins 2 racks across 2 matches. Niels Fine still battling away on the other table. He's 3 balls away from getting back to 4-4 against David Al-Qaedi in a match that you feel he really could do with a win. If he loses, it's 1 out of 4.
So a little bit wrong position play here from Marc already in the beginning. So you always got the wrong angle on the upcoming ball, but still got the open table. And now he needs a very good position for the 7 ball, because the 8 is very, very close to the side pocket and the rail, so it's a very awkward shot.
This will make him feel good if he can complete this. The fact that it hasn't been routine, not been straightforward. It will be a nice way to finish the match.
And that is, if it's straight, it's maybe okay, but if it has a little bit of the wrong angle, then he probably has to go for the bank. Okay, that looks pretty much perfect. Yeah, what an awesome shot, but still incredible good speed, good judged, and well, this is missable, but looks good. So first win for Marc.
Yeah, he was the only player without a win. but he's put that right. Marc Bijsterbosch finally opens his account. He beats Chris Melling by 5 racks to 2. Alban, thanks very much for joining us in the box, and we wish you all the best on what's a big evening ahead. Bijsterbosch